I'm not gonna lie and say Mirage is game of the year, but as an old school Assassin's Creed fan, there is a lot to love about Mirage. Like this. It's not perfect, but it is a jump in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. I've played about 13 hours of the game, and I'd say I'm about 60 to 70% through the main story, and I have done a decent amount of side content. This is a spoiler-free video, and if you like what you see here, why not consider subscribing with notifications on so you don't miss any of my future content. Let's start off by talking about the world of Mirage and the setting of 9th century Baghdad. It's stunning, absolutely beautiful. I'm playing on PS5, and I know you can probably get it looking a lot better on a high-end PC, but even on PS5 it looks amazing. YouTube honestly doesn't do it justice. It is so nice to be back in a city again. Running along rooftops, using height as a tool, and simply just existing within this city is a joy. The crowds are pretty dense, not like Unity of course, but that wouldn't make much sense here anyway. The city feels alive, there are people doing all sorts of things, vendors, the plants, the gardens, animals, and the people of Baghdad who really love to alert the guards about your presence and crimes, which is why I have absolutely no problem stealing from these pricks. I actually like this addition. If you commit crimes and ordinary people see it, it adds to your bounty, and I like to point it out. It makes being sneaky even more important, but we'll get to that at a later point. All that to say, I love Baghdad as a city for an Assassin's Creed game. Baghdad is surrounded by a desert, which is fairly empty, but I like that. It makes the city feel like a real place, like it would have been back then. Deserts are supposed to be empty. Some games use emptiness badly, but I think Mirage has struck a happy medium here. Just a quick note, Alamut is gorgeous too, and the atmosphere there just warms my non-existent heart. Seeing assassins training, reporting to your masters, sharing stories over the campfire, you know, it's just great. So stealth, is it any good? Well, it's certainly better than Valhalla. For one, there are stages to detection like the old games. You don't just get spotted instantly, and if you are spotted, only a few guards come around to try and fight you. You don't have an entire camp raining down upon you. That is unless they have one of the hornblower dudes or some muppet who likes to ring bells, but honestly, it's only happened a few times to me in my 13 hours of play. Stealth is definitely the strongest way to approach this game. They have emphasized stealth and made it much more powerful than combat, unlike the last two entries, where it was easy to just go in, axes akimbo, and mow everyone down. The tools are very powerful in this game, and the smoke bomb probably being the best. You get seen? Just throw a smoke bomb. You want to kill a group of enemies? Throw a smoke bomb. Need to escape? Throw a smoke bomb. Want to forget Valhalla ever existed? Throw a smoke. The throwing knives are an essential early game tool that allows you to double assassinate before picking up the skill from the skill tree. Stealth feels rewarding and very useful in this game. It also makes you feel like a badass when you successfully pull off taking out an entire camp or completing missions without being seen. All the tools you need are there to help you succeed, and I am very happy with this system, a giant improvement on the last two games. If you're enjoying the video, dropping me a like would really help me out. Thanks. Now helping with the stealth is the parkour, and again it is much improved. If you're hoping for Unity, it's not that. It's Valhalla with a fresh coat of paint. Basim is much faster, and the biggest improvement is actually the world itself. It sets you up for parkour. There's rope swings, ropes between trees and buildings, ledges, verandas to jump between every building, and it's just a lot of fun. I love just running around Baghdad swinging from building to building. I think a lot of people might be disappointed by it, but honestly, I'm just happy we're heading in the right direction. Parkour is fun again, and even though it hasn't given us back our ejects, having a world set up for parkour is something I can't ignore. They did a great job with this one. I'm going to briefly go over my thoughts on the story so far, without spoilers of course. So the story itself is so far nothing special. Like I said, I'm probably about 60 to 70% of the way through, so I don't know how it's going to end and if that will change my mind. With that said, I am enjoying the fact that it's just about assassins. We have mentors, masters, bureaus, assignments, feathers, rituals, the tenants, it's all here and I am truly loving it. Even if the story doesn't pick up by the end, I still think this will be a success in my book because it's actually about assassins, something I have missed a lot in my AC games of recent. Basic premise is the usual order of ancients bad, assassins good. Go kill bad people. And you know what? Maybe I'm a simpleton, but that's exactly what I was hoping for. I want to quickly discuss the Blackbox missions as well, and I am happy to say that they are great, very enjoyable with a variety of ways to accomplish your mission. I am utterly enjoying them, and to be honest, I hope that everyone else is too. Not much else to say other than it's the best part of the games, as it has been in games like Unity and Syndicate, and I am very happy to see them returned. Okay, so combat is my biggest gripe with the game. It's very simple, which is fine, but it's also very clunky. Hey, maybe I'm just bad, which is definitely a part of it, but I just feel like I'm always getting stuck on someone or something, or I'm timing my parries just right, but it's missing and I'm getting hit. I know it's to emphasize stealth and make it the main form of gameplay, but if you're going to have a system, at least make it work. I don't know, I think it's partly me and partly the game being a bit janky, but this just isn't working for me. It's like a cross between the new RPG combat and the old Ezio games combat system, and I think I'd rather have either of those instead of Mirages. Let's move on to gear. Gear is pretty decent in this game. You can unlock outfits, which are your actual armor that give you actual effects, and have a look of their own, or you can equip a costume that just changes your look, such as these items you can unlock from Ubisoft Connect, such as Ezio's Revelations outfit, Altair's costume, or even Basim's Valhalla outfit, and I like this system a lot. You can also dye your outfits, which is another welcome return, which you can get from vendors or you can find in the world by solving written clues to locations. Other gear pieces are your sword and dagger, which have their own effects too. All outfits and weapons can be upgraded to increase their effect and stats. Talismans are purely cosmetic and are required from ranking up Basim or buying them from a vendor. They kinda just flap along on the back of Basim. Last thing I want to say is that, as per usual, the music is stunning. The fighting music, the running away music, the atmospheric music, it's just all of it so perfect. I love having all the old assassination noises back as well. I know it was in Valhalla, but like, when did we ever get to use it in that game? Basically, this game is a lot of fun and is heading in the right direction. Look out for my full review in a week or two when I manage to finally finish the story. Thanks for watching, and to my amazing patron Alex Applegate, shout out to the peeps on the Discord. Sticks out.